Let me tell you about my day. I got up after 4 hours of sleep at 7 o'clock and I went to Andrea's brother's house. His wife is an amazing baker. She fed us a lot of sugar and potato chips, and then we drove home in horrible weather behind someone going very, very slow, at least for Andrea's liking. When we made it home, Andrea went right to bed. I kinda sorta passed out on the couch, and then I uploaded the video. I played some video games. I showered. I'm trying to detox because I drank a lot. I drank 2 beers, some wine, red wine, and some white wine. I tried a new red wine tonight. It's called Homegrown. It's a 2012. It's a red wine from Ontario, the BQA and all that. It's called Megalomaniac because the guy who made it wanted to name it after himself, and then his friends said, "Oh, you're just another damn megalomaniac wine guy." So then he just called the wine Megalomaniac. It was a good wine. I liked it. It was very thick, and you could really taste the grapes in it. There wasn't much sugar in it, but it was still sweet just from the grapes. It was also very thick and very dark, and I can still feel it and taste it in my throat and in my mouth hours and hours later. That's what she said. Sorry, I try not to do too many of those jokes on camera, but that was just such a perfect setup I couldn't resist. Last night was actually the first time I ever had red wine with cheese, or any wine with cheese. I now understand why people do it. It actually does enhance the flavor, and I can't even really taste cheese, which I guess is a story I have to tell you now. Okay, so the story goes. This is just speculation on my part, but one day when I was 5 or 6 years old, maybe a little younger, I saw my friend Adam playing outside. Well, not so much playing as he was digging in the snow. It was winter. I put on all my winter gear, my snow pants and my coat and my mittens attached to the jacket and my toque and all that. I went outside. He had the rake upside down so that the rake part was up in the air behind him over his shoulder, and he was kind of doing a circle thing like a witch does her cauldron in the snow. And when I came up behind him, I asked him what he was doing, and he yanked the rake out, and as I was asking what he was doing, the rake went in my mouth and cut my tongue and scraped it to the back and kind of hit me in the back of the throat. And it was a really old rake, and it was rusty, and then ever since then I can't really remember being able to properly taste cheese or dairy. I don't know if that's even possible or if I'm right or anything like that. All I know is that when I eat usually white cheese or any basic cheese, there's not a real flavor to it. It's just the texture. Anyway, back to the wine and cheese tasting. I wouldn't say so much that it actually enhances the flavor as it is a unique experience for your mouth. Well, that's what she said. Now I've got "that's what she said" on my mind. Everything's gonna be that now. It's now 10:30. I fell asleep on the couch for a couple hours there. No regrets, besides everything I ate last night. It was super good, but I made every single bad choice I could have by mixing both types of wine and beer and 2 coffees with very sugary creamer and cookies and chips and whatever else I had. And I feel really sick, and that's also on top of 4 hours of sleep. I'm dizzy. I feel like I'm hungover. I feel like I never ever want to eat another thing ever. I'm going to bed. Have a whale of a day.